Hi, it's IamFritz.com video blog time. Thanks for tuning in to today's IamFritz.com. If you find today's installment interesting and fascinating and then go ahead and click the like and the subscribe buttons all down here and you'll be a better person. Being a better person feels good. All right. Today, we're going to kind of go over a comment I made on Facebook, www.facebook.com/IamFritz, where I made a comment about how gays were hitting on me. And I said something along the lines of something conceited and selfish and lacking forethought or insight, along the lines of, it's hard to appreciate to myself how good looking I am when homosexuals keep hitting on me. Yeah, I posted that. But instead of deleting it, I'm going to go in and talk about it. Now, what we're going to do today is going to go over a brief history of Fritz and gays. Okay? So, it all started back in the long time ago when I was born. When I was born, I wasn't gay. When I was born, I didn't know anyone who was gay. I didn't know what gay was. Pardon the allergies. It's the evening, the sun is setting, and the plants are pollinating all over me. And as I grew up, I began to see that there were some boys that just kind of had a weird tendency to like other boys. And there were some old men who, ew, okay, sorry, any level, that's ew. But as I got older and the hormones started to kick in and the body parts started doing things, I began to become aware of girls. And as I became aware of girls, I also, as a kind of side lobe, started seeing that there were some guys that really weren't interested in girls and tended to talk about guys. And, I'd be sitting next to some guy that was kind of, huh? And some guy would walk into the room and they would go, and I'd go, huh? And they'd see me going, huh? To their, and then the other guy who was walking was like, But, I started to think that something was up. Then, in all good accordance with the prejudiced 80s in Western Pennsylvania, where being gay was not allowed, I began to hear stories, see stories and things. And as I grew up and I started interacting more with women, I began to see that, wow, girls are cool. Girls are neat. Got myself in a little trouble here and there even. But as a young growing teenager trying to be a good Mormon, trying to be a good Christian, and a thou shalt not, and keep your hands off, and thou shalt keep thy pecker in thy pants, I went ahead and did just that. And then word got out that I would go out with very beautiful girls and very beautiful... I was a teenager, they were teenager, they were girls, I was a boy, it's all right. And word started getting out that I wasn't sealing the deal. I wasn't going for the home run. I wasn't boom, wada bang, bada boom. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't going for that. It was like a decision I was making. And so then word got out that I was gay. And that was bad. And I tried to convince people, nope, I'm not gay, I'm just trying to be religious. And they're like, no, nobody tries to be religious that hard. And that got a lot of trouble going. And I got a couple scars from it, and so forth. But then I got out of there and I went to Utah, where being gay turned out was even worse socially. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're trying to fix that. Church leaders trying to fix the whole gay thing. Okay, they're trying to fix that. They really are. They're getting the message out. But anywhere you go, there's going to be jerks, right? Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. So at that point, I said, you know what? Someone needs to be nice to these gays. And I found out there's a thing about when you got a group of gays, gay guys, and you try to be nice to them. It's like, at first they're cool, but if you try to be too nice to them, they think that, yeah, they start thinking that maybe, and I wasn't. And so that had led to some bad experiences, some negative experiences. And for a while I was like, I went from don't care if you're gay, don't know if you're gay, whatever, to you're gay, stay away. It worked, okay? Then I found myself in another situation where there were gay people around me, and we're talking like openly gay, like don't care if you think I'm gay. It was up here in Oregon where they're a little more open-minded and so forth and less judgmental. Well, they were at the time anyways. And I was at work and I was struggling, and oh my gosh, if I don't get this thing done, I'm going to lose my job. And this flaming little homosexual named Eric came up and saved my can. Told me what to do, told me what to write down, told me what to do, this, that, these, those was my job. And he saved me. This led to zoom. Okay. And then Eric came along and he just totally saved my job. Became fast friends. I gave him a big hug. Thank you. We eat lunch together every now and then. And everything was okay. And from then, that time on, you know, oh, guy cutting my hair is gay. Okay. Oh, but there was this funny thing that happened the other day. All right, so I was getting this haircut. Woohoo! Oh, look at that. There's no saving that. It's hat head. Anyways, you can tell it's short though. So I was getting my hair cut, and Coco was obviously gay, but I didn't care. And so he's cutting my hair, and I'm looking at it, and as he's trimming it off, I can see that I just had these bands of gray going down the side in the kind of lighting that they had there. And I was like, oh, I can't stand that this haircut is showing all that gray. And he goes, what? He kind of holds his scissors and his comb, and he goes, what? And I'm like, what? And he goes, what? And I'm like, what? And he says, did you just say you can't stand that you're getting your hair cut by a gay? And I said, no, that my hair is turning gray. And everyone goes, ha, 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 ha. And it was funny. And everyone laughed. It was pretty funny. Yeah, here's the thing. It shouldn't matter. Coco was a cool kid. He was a really good barber, hair cutter, stylist, whatever. He did a really good job of my haircut. You just can't tell because of the hat head. The other gay guy saved my job. The other gay guy was a bad time. It was a bad experience. So here's what I learned about gays. There's good ones, there's bad ones. It doesn't matter if they're gay. Because, I mean, they're going to be nice to you or they're not. They're good, they're bad. There's just like every other people. They're like Christians. There are good Christians. Sorry, I had to do that. There are good Christians. There are bad Christians. A lot of them are mediocre Christians. Some of them are extremely Jesus-y and Christ-like when it comes to Christianity. There are pot users that are really cool. There are some that are nice. There are some that are jerks. You know, there's some people are mean drunks. Some people are nice drunks. I don't drink because I'm probably a mean drunk. Probably an alcoholic. If you look at some of my consumption rates and things that distract me from the pain and grief of the world. I don't want to find out about it, though. I'd rather take my chances with, you know, stress attacks and so forth. The bottom line is, don't worry about it. Just, is someone a good person? Go with it. If they're not, yeah, you know. And if you suspect the person in front of you in line to get into the bathroom is gay, make sure your fly is closed and don't take that time out to adjust it. I just did it again, didn't I? All right. Hey, this is Fritz of IamFritz.com. Remember, you can go to IamFritz.com to get on the Fritz by clicking and subscribing and liking, or I'm probably going to get a lot of dislikes with this one. That's okay. Or you can get the Fritz on you by going to IamFritz.com, click on the store page, and get some merchandise. Got lots more cool stuff than just this and this. I've got funny cartoons. I've got cartoons with bugs. I've got my handprint. I've got people tripping. I've got dinosaurs. I've got airplanes. I've got all sorts of stuff. And I'm always adding more cool stuff. And so I hope to see you at IamFritz.com. Until then, this has been an IamFritz.com production. Go be nice to each other. Thank you.